The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hello, and welcome to Sobriety Made Simple. My name is Timothy Martin. That was an awesome movie clip from Rocky Balboa. Very inspiring. And that is our subject matter for today, inspiration. If you're embarking on a new life alcohol-free, you need to start out feeling inspired. It's the best way to begin. How do you get inspired? How do people who are in a state of depression and want to change their lives for the better get inspired? It's a very good question. Here are a few tips to help you get started. Start by setting a clear goal. In our case, we're dealing with the problem of alcohol. So we definitely have our goal. It's very clear. Stop drinking. Can't get any clearer than that. Next, find some inspiration in the things you already have in your life. The inspiration for me was to become a better version of myself, to take the things that I liked about me and keep them, build on them, and rid myself of the things that I didn't like. One of them, of course, was my addiction to alcohol. And when I say addiction to alcohol, folks, I mean addiction to alcohol. I drank every day for years and years. The only reason I didn't drink was because I was nursing a hangover. I was a drinking machine. Next is to take that inspirational feeling that you have and turn it into tangible steps to meet your goals. Having thoughts and dreams and aspirations are fine, but without hard work behind it, nothing's going to happen. Faith without works is dead. That's a quote from the Bible. What it basically means is get off your ass and get busy. Another tip is to develop an inspirational routine that's going to help you meet your end goals. In our case, start developing new habits and also ridding yourself of an alcohol-cluttered existence. A pro-drinking lifestyle is something that we need to get rid of right now. Next, get out and meet some new people. Changing your life means getting away from people who are not going to be helpful in your decision to stop drinking. If you don't know anyone who isn't drinking, you might consider attending an AA meeting. It's full of people who are doing the same thing you are. That's building good habits. It's also building self-esteem and self-confidence. If you're around people who are trying to do the same thing as you, in our case, stop drinking, you don't feel so alone. And it's very, very helpful, especially at the beginning. I can't stress how helpful it was for me. It was a really good experience for me. Give it a shot. If not in person, at least try a Zoom meeting. You don't have to buy into the entirety of a 12-step program. It's just for the support at the beginning, okay? Anything that you can do to get ahead, anything that you can do to get an edge is going to be helpful. All right, another good idea is to change your environment. I'm not necessarily saying moving to another city or changing where you live. Go for walks, go to parks. Maybe take a nice trip somewhere. For me, the beach was very inspiring. I live in Florida. Being outdoors in nature can inspire a person. Seeing an awesome sunrise or sunset can inspire. Try changing your travel routine, your drive to work and from work. Just go home in a different way. Don't go past those bars and don't go past those convenience stores. That really will be very helpful, okay? Another good idea is to acquire a new hobby or pick up something that you used to do before you started drinking or something that you stopped doing because you were drinking. Get back into it. It'll be fun, inspiring. For me, I chose diet and exercise. It's something that I used to do and I went right back to it. It was very inspirational for me. It also helped build self-esteem and self-confidence. Also for me, this channel, making these videos, it keeps me learning. It keeps me on my toes, so to speak. And getting the feedback that you people give me is also very inspiring. And thank you for that, by the way. It's very helpful. Another tip is to envision your future. It's a good thing to see where you want to be in a couple months, 6 months, a year, 5 years. Now, at the very beginning of recovery, I don't put a lot of emphasis on dwelling too much into the future, but definitely take a glimpse of where you want to be, say, in 5 years. Think about how good that's going to feel if you are alcohol-free for 5 years. And remember the feeling you're having. That's going to make you strive towards getting that first week or first month or 3 months. But have a vision of where you want to be and stick to it. Another good tip is to keep a journal. I know sometimes it can be tough to write every day. what you're doing. I'm not saying document every second of your life, but try to write down the big points of your day. This might sound negative, and I don't mean for it to sound glass half empty, but a lot of times we grow from the trials and tribulations that we go through. So writing down the good things is a great thing to do. I focus more on the situations that I've had that were stressful and how I handle them. And then I write down how to handle them in the future, or how I should have handled them. If that situation comes up again, I have already thought about it. I thought about what to do about that irritating coworker. I'm not going to let this person get under my skin today. I have a response set up. I have a game plan. You're going to walk away feeling so much better that you handled the situation. Instead of that person getting their way, you got your way. And that builds self-confidence and self-esteem. That doesn't make you want to run to the bar and get a drink. And that's the way we beat it, folks. Little things like this. If you have a plan ahead of time, you can implement that plan. Okay, I know how to handle this situation because I did some research into my feelings. So journaling helped me out. I suggest trying it. Education is another good tip. Learn more about why you are the way you are, about this affliction that we have. I put a lot of informational videos out on why we drink, what happens in our brains, why we make the decisions that we do, how to deal with things like cravings, how to build a better internal locus of control and growth mindset. These are the things that are going to help you. How to change your habits. If you educate yourself in the ways of brain and behavior and your emotions, it might give you a better handle on how to cope with a life free of alcohol. And also find some people who inspire you. Real life people and maybe even some made up people. The people that I have pictured on the thumbnail are David Goggins, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the character in the movies Rocky Balboa, and the actor Sylvester Stallone, and Steve Harvey. These are just a few of the many people I draw inspiration from. I chose them for this video because they are fairly well known and relatable. Steve Harvey, believe it or not, he's a comedian. He hosts game shows, but he has an incredible backstory. You should check it out. He's a very spiritual man as well, but he keeps it very real in his conversations. Do a search on YouTube and type in Steve Harvey motivation and check out some of the things he has to say. Very inspiring. Here's a clip.
And when you got people in your life that remind you of your past to try to hold you to it, get rid of them. Get up, move on. You can't get to your future if you keep hanging on to your past. And don't let nobody lock you to your past. I don't care what I did. I know people come around me all the time. I remember you did this. Yeah, I did all that. I done a lot of stuff, man. I don't do no more. But you need to get out of my face, though. Chase your dreams.
Another person is David Goggins. Here's a clip of him.
Like, we're writing a book every day of our lives. Every day we're seeing who we are as people. It wasn't until I started reading my own book about how pathetic I was as a human being. I can blame my dad, I can blame kids at school, I can blame having health issues, ADD, my mom not being around. Great mom, but she was doing her thing.
Right.
I could blame a lot of people. And that's the book I was reading. And I put it off on everybody else. It wasn't until I said, you know what, for me to fix this, I gotta read what the f is wrong with David Goggins. Not blame anybody.
David Goggins was an overweight man who was an exterminator. He did pest control, and he had this dream of becoming a Navy SEAL. And he tried and failed like 3 times before he made it. He's a very inspiring person, lost a lot of weight, got into incredible shape. He does these incredible like Ironman competitions and stuff now. He's a motivational speaker. He's a best-selling author. He's very successful. Check him out on YouTube as well. Very inspiring, David Goggins. The actor Arnold Schwarzenegger. Here's a clip.
If you don't have a vision of where you go, and if you don't have a goal where you go, you drift around and you never end up anywhere. You got to have a purpose no matter what you do in life. You got to have a purpose. You cannot get around. You have to work and work and work. We all fail. It's okay.
He's an immigrant from another country who could barely speak English and decided to come over here and became one of the biggest action heroes in movie history. And eventually the governor of California, an incredibly inspiring person. How he came from nothing, not even an American, and came over here and kicked ass. One of my favorite fictional characters is in the movie Rocky Balboa. Very inspirational to me. Incredible quotes from those movies. Here's one of my favorites.
Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
You hear that? Not you. Not us. Not anymore. It's time. Now, how inspiring is that? Doesn't that make you want to get out there and just start living an alcohol-free life? I'm pumped up just by having listened to that. But also the actor himself. Sylvester Stallone is a very inspiring person. He went to Hollywood with a script for Rocky, was dead broke, but refused to sell the rights to the script, was offered hundreds of thousands of dollars, and said, no, I want to play the part of the actor Rocky. It's my script, and he would not part with it. That to me is inspiring, to stick to your dreams, to not let go. That's the way we need to look at our recovery, with that kind of tenacity. And of course, for Sylvester Stallone, the rest is history. He's a very famous, very successful person, but he made that decision at the very early part of his career. And that's what changed him. The character, Rocky, is very inspirational. To never give up, to keep going no matter how hard life gets or what circumstances are thrown at you. Just keep moving forward. Very inspiring. I hope this inspires you. And I hope that you go out there and make your dreams come true. But it takes starting. It takes beginning. It takes going at it 100%. Going all in. Forgive yourself about the past. Learn from the mistakes that you made. Never mind how many times you stopped and started. If I let that get to me, I never would have gotten this far. Never give up. Even if you relapse, don't ever give up. You can do it. I know you can do it because I'm doing it. And if I can do it, I know you guys can. Hang in there. Just begin. Have faith in yourself. You can do it. Okay? This was a good video. And thanks for watching. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. It helps me to continue to make these videos. And we'll see you in the next one. And remember, you got this. Bye.
God damn it, kick some ass. I'm on it, Lieutenant. Get on it.